Inaugural National System of Innovation Transformation Summit is underway in Boksburg and brings together experts from a number of fields, whether in science and technology, that are hoping that this will essentially lead to the improvement of human conditions in the country. The summit will also look at building a capable research and science system to take South Africa forward and enable citizens to realize their full potential. Among the experts there is Professor Sampson Mamphweli, who joins us live now from the summit itself. Prof, thanks very much indeed for your time and your patience. It's lovely to be speaking to you about this important initiative. We'll speak about the Hydrogen South Africa program, which I know you're heading. But as a start, I was hoping we could speak broadly about the gathering, because what I find often, Prof, is that the discussions seem a bit high level and go over the heads of ordinary South Africans who don't spend their time engaging in initiatives around science and innovation. What would you say is the main objective there?
Yeah, so the main objective of the event is basically to bring together the entities within the National System of Innovation, which is universities, science councils, the general South African society in general, because we know that South Africa is stronger based on the fact that we've got diversity, and that diversity comes with a lot of skills that we can then harness in the innovation space, in the technology innovation space. And it's not only about technology, it's also about the soft skills that we find in the system. They know how on so many other things. So the gathering has basically delved into some of those things, including the various innovations and technologies that are coming from the diverse research community within South Africa. South Africa is at an advanced stage when it comes to research in various areas, supported mainly here by the Department of Science, Technology and Innovation. So we've got a number of entities that are within the Department of Science and Technology and Innovation, or supported by them, even the entities that are outside of the Department of Science, Technology and Innovation that are supported by the department, showcasing some of the work that they're doing in the technology innovation space. So that's basically what the gathering is all about. So there have been a number of what we can call plenary sessions, which is where the entire gathering comes together, and then there are sessions that are run from that particular plenary session, and then there are breakaway sessions that are basically specialist kind of targeting sessions, where the particular specialists go and explain what they are doing down to the layman's kind of term, because it's not only the scientists who are here, it's also members of the general society who have joined the gathering.
I'm glad to hear that, because I think often when people hear about science and innovation, some of the concepts can feel very intimidating. So speaking about bringing it down to laymen, so to speak, I wonder if you can break down what the Hydrogen South Africa program is about. My own reading, I know hydrogen is used in a number of sectors, from engineering to energy generation. How does this translate to ordinary people, so to speak?
So Hydrogen South Africa is a program that was started by government through a cabinet resolution more than a decade ago, and South Africa has invested more than R1 billion in Hydrogen South Africa. The program is divided into three. We've got hydrogen HISA systems, we've got HISA catalysis, and then we've got HISA infrastructure. And HISA infrastructure is the one that for which I'm standing in front of their exhibition here. The idea is that you have research activities taking place from early stage of development of things such as your hydrogen fuel cells that are technologies that convert hydrogen into electricity, and then the byproduct is water. And in that fuel cell technology, you have a number of components and subcomponents. You have some of them we call the membrane electrode assemblies that are done by HISA catalysis, and that's where we've got quite a lot of expertise as well as South Africa. We are already exporting some of these. The good thing about it is that it helps us when it comes to industrialization. So instead of getting the minerals from the ground and then shipping them away, we then make these components. And then we have HISA systems that basically puts together these various systems that come from the research activities at component level. And then you have HISA infrastructure that basically develops the infrastructure components on behalf of South Africa. And part of that work is being done by Northwest University at Potchefstroom. I recently visited them day before yesterday, where they are doing quite a great work. Part of what they are doing is basically working with original equipment manufacturers on the automotive industry, coming up with things such as your refueling station for hydrogen, because we're looking at a market where we will soon start to have cars that are driven by hydrogen. Now, I need to break this down quickly in terms of the kind of hydrogen that South Africa is aiming to produce. We're aiming to produce what we call green hydrogen. So what that means is that we're aiming to look at taking water, breaking it into hydrogen and oxygen using renewable energy. That's the greener part of things. So we've got gray hydrogen where you use coal, you've got green hydrogen where you use renewable energy. And then you've got blue hydrogen where you use coal as the primary energy source with carbon capture and things like that. Now, South Africa is positioned well in terms of taking advantage in the hydrogen economy, because we've got the sun, we've got the wind, we've got the ocean where we can get the water, or that we can then take and split into hydrogen and oxygen, and then we can then even export some of this hydrogen to the global community. We've got agreements with countries such as Japan. I just noted that the president talked about some of the projects that we want to do with countries such as Britain. I was there during the state visit when Britain made pledges, and now those kind of pledges are becoming a reality. The hydrogen economy in general, in terms of the hydrogen society roadmap that was developed by the Department of Science, Technology and Innovation, we're looking at an investment of more than 300 billion rand, which is almost 100 billion rand above what we have seen in the renewable energy space. And that investment will also come with about 59 gigawatts of renewable energy that will be supporting this particular sector. On the other hand, in terms of with the programs that I'm running through the Energy Secretariat, we're starting to look at smaller, what we call catalytic projects, where we will be working with original equipment manufacturers in the automotive sector to start to build these refueling stations and start demonstrating the use of the technology in kind of a real world situation. We've learned lessons from countries such as Japan and South Korea, where we've spent quite a lot of time there studying what they are doing. But over and above that, we want our locally developed intellectual property that has been developed through the HISA program to take a lead when it comes to advancing South Africa's interest in the hydrogen economy. That's why we are now showcasing behind me here, Northwest University showcasing some of the technologies that we have developed for some of the people to be able to have an appreciation of what South Africa's capabilities are.
All very fascinating indeed. I can even sense the fire in your belly from where I'm sitting. Professor Sampson Mamphweli, thanks very much indeed for helping us get a better sense of at least this aspect of this incredibly important initiative. Professor Sampson Mamphweli speaking to us there from the inaugural National System of Innovation Transformation Summit. It's the second and final day. And of course, we'll canvass for you the main takeaways once that gathering wraps up later today.